All right. We are recording.
Okay. So today, Ashley wanted me to talk. What are we talking about again? We're talking about rank advancing. I did not take notes to train, but I'm going to speak from my heart because this has like really been on my mind and heart. And even for like myself and my own business is, working on rank advancing with myself and for my team and how we do it. So I feel like we overthink it a lot. And I know that we have already talked about the building and rank advancing and helping your team build, but I want to kind of reiterate things a little bit and share with you guys like how I built my business, how I got to where I am, because like it's not reinventing the wheel with anything. And even we had the National Wake Up Call. Who was it that spoke? Who was it that talked last week? No. Who was it?
Was it like a Megan? No.
Was it Morgan?
It started with an M, I think.
Anyways. Huh? I can't hear you.
Morgan Cooper?
Yeah.
Cooper?
Was it a Morgan person?
Yeah, I can look.
Anyway,
yeah.
Basically, she talked about doing like was it the pen and paper and like doing the things that are basic. And I feel like we put so much emphasis on new trainings and new this and new that. And let's do a vital behaviors group and let's do a leadership group. And we are in a leadership group, yes, but here's the catch. We're just trying to get you guys to do the basics consistently. Like that's what it is. So whenever we say you need to get to diamond, or you want to get to star dine, or you want to get to 5-star, or you want to get to 10-star, or you want to be an elite coach, it's not doing anything extra special. It's just remaining really consistent and helping our teams do the same thing. Guess what the consistency is? Those vital behaviors. It's doing your personal development, doing your workouts, sharing your journey, inviting people, connecting with people, and recognition of your challengers and your team. Like this is not supposed to be complicated. We overcomplicate it because we're like, okay, we need to do this, this, and this. And we have our busy lives going on. And we say we're going to do something. I mean, I'm saying this from my own experience. A lot of times we say we're going to do something. And then we're like, okay, but first I'm going to do this. And then we're going to do this. And then you end up like going to take care of the kids. And then you end up going to do the dishes because they're right there and they're annoying you. And then you're like, oh, but I got to go do the laundry. And then by the time you know it, your invites are not there because you keep saying you're going to do it. Then it's the end of the night. And you're like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Guess what? That's like a vicious cycle that you're falling into where you're losing the consistency. Where we say, I'm going to post twice a day. And I should not talk about that. I didn't do a post yet today. We talk about, I'm going to do 2 posts today. And then we're like, okay, I'll do it in a little bit. And then the same thing. Life happens. We get busy. And then by the time we know it, we're not doing a post like Deidre tonight on 4/19. And it's that vicious cycle that can really get us hung up where we're remaking our goals for another date, because we're not reaching them. When reality is all we have to do is do the basics consistently. There's your secret sauce to being a successful coach in this business. So one thing that I did, and I don't know if you guys saw, I know some of you responded to it, but I shared my schedule because it is like the number one reason people aren't successful in this business. It's not because they're scared. It's not because they're an introvert. It's not because they don't have experience. It's not because they're at their fitness school. It's because they suck at time management. So that's why I'm sorry that I did it so late, because I did say I was going to do it last week and I never did. So that was my bad. But I wanted to show you guys what my schedule looked like and what it does look like for the most part. I'm not perfect, but that is what it looks like for the most part. Because if you are doing those things consistently and if you make business hours, you're going to be very successful in this. You're going to be reaching your goals. You're going to be surpassing your goals, and you're not going to know what to do with yourself because you're going to be freaking a boss. Okay. But you have to have business hours and you have to make your business a priority. You have to treat it like a business. It's not, if not, it's going to pay like a hobby, and hobbies do get expensive. This isn't an expensive hobby. This is, you're still getting 30 meals a month, which is a really good, healthy superfood shake. So like, we're getting help with our journey, whether we're working the business or not, but we want it to pay, right? So if you want it to pay, you just got to treat it like a business, and you have to do the things. I was talking to a coach earlier, and she was saying that she's not doing the action steps and she's not making a plan. And I'm like, okay, if you know, we all have had another job, right? If you go to that job and you have a job description, AKA vital behaviors, and you go into this job as, you know, a nurse, for instance, if you don't go and assess your patient, if you don't go give your patient their medications, or you fail to put the IV line in when, you know, they have heart issues and you need to go like get ready to shock them and they don't have an IV line, you're screwed, you're getting written up, and you're probably going to be fired from your job. So same thing goes with us. No, we're not going to get fired, but it's not going to pay. Like, we have to act like this is important. Yes, it is a fun job. It is like a hobby. I do this for fun. Even if I didn't get paid, I would still do this because I am that passionate about it. But I take it a lot more serious because it is my income. It is for my family. So how I grew my business was I did not just sign up customers. That's not how this business works when you want to really make it a business. You can sign up a lot of customers, but you're not going to get a cycle bonus if you're not rank advancing. And yes, Emerald cycle bonuses are great, but guys, we want to advance to Diamond and to Star Diamond because you have higher cycle bonuses as a Diamond coach. And those cycles make a huge freaking difference. Okay, so I'm going to, and I did this the other day and I was like really uncomfortable doing it, but I don't freaking care. Like, I'm going to do it because you guys need to see what consistency looks like long-term when you're building a team, not just signing customers. When you're signing discount coaches, it makes a difference. Guys, I have a big team. I have a lot of coaches, but not a lot of working coaches. Ashley is like one of 7 or 8 that are actually really working this business that I'm sponsoring. That is not a lot for being in this business for 7 years. But what I want to do is I want to show you guys what that looks like when you're consistent and still adding discount coaches. And even if that coach quits the business, you still have their downline that you can mentor. Like, I'm helping my coaches who don't have a coach, who don't have a coach, who don't have a coach. That's the key. Even if you're signing up discount coaches and they decide, I'm going to sign up one coach, and then they're going to sign up one coach, and then maybe a couple of them quit, but they've now gone and signed up coaches and customers. Guess what? They still count towards your volume, towards your cycle bonuses long-term. Guys, you need to be signing up discount coaches like right now. Like, everyone you sign, you need to be signing them and saying, hey, let's get you signed up with a discount. I'm not even talking about coaching, guys, because that will scare people away. I don't talk about it. I know people like to be very particular and they're like, hey, I want to make sure you know about this, this, and this. This is the cost of this. This is the cost of this. This is the date for this and the cost for this. Listen, I make it easy. I am not overcomplicating it. When you overcomplicate it and say too many words, they're going to get scared and they're going to say just no thank you because they don't understand it because you're saying too much at once. Here's what you need to do. Easy peasy. I know what challenge pack they want. They're ready to sign up. I don't talk about anything until I get what their challenge pack is. I get what flavor of Shakeology they want or what flavor of Energize and Recover, whatever it is. Then I say, hey, do you want me to set you up with a discount, VIP, so you're saving $15 a month on your shakes after the first month. You'll also get 25% off of everything else like our Energize, pre-workout, beach bars, whatever else you want. Those are just a few of my favorites. Yes or no? It'll be $115 total instead of $130 with your Shakeology. I don't talk about, and you're going to have a $15 monthly business fee and then you're going to get your shakes for $98. No, $115. Guess what? If they see one for $98 and one for $16 and they're like, whoa, what are all these charges? I'm like, I told you $115 total. It's just broken up into two. That's all they need to know. Because if you say this number, and this number, then it's going to get confusing and they're just going to say no. And they're going to be like, well, I don't want this fee. No, you're still saving $15. So I don't even go over that because I'm giving them what they're spending. Does that make sense, guys? We can't overcomplicate it. That's why people are not signing up discount coaches. We could be signing up every person as a discount coach because everyone wants to save money. I mean, mostly wants to save money. There are a few that have that much that they just can throw it away. That's completely fine. But most people want to save, especially now. So I go over this with everybody that I'm signing up, unless they say specifically, I absolutely will not be using Shakeology next month, and they come out and say it. I'm like, okay, I'll just sign you up as a customer. Then we'll get their shakes canceled, whatever. But I still follow up with them and say, how are you loving your shakes? And I still try for, within that next 30 days to get them signed up. So I want to show you guys what building a team is like, the importance of building a team. Now, this was scary for me to share because it is my income and because it's not where it was, last year or the year before that or the year before that. But I still do decent. I still provide for my entire family of 8 and put my husband through school, and he's barely working at all. He works like 2 hours a week, if that. So hold on. Let me go here. So what my point is of showing you guys this, some of it's the potential of what you can do, but all of it really is why you want to build a team. Because if I was only going off of what I'm making from my commissions, I'm sitting at a 3-star. I am a lifetime 12-star. Could I let that hold me back from my business because I lost rank like a whole bunch of times? Yeah, I could quit. But rank is not everything. Ashley just said that at the very beginning of this call. Rank is not everything. Yes, you want to advance because obviously diamond, you get higher cycle bonuses. But reality is, guys, in our business, we will lose coaches. We will lose rank because we do not have control of what other people do. I have control of what I do, and I'm not quitting. Therefore, I will continue hitting Success Club. I will continue adding coaches, and I will continue working with my downline for the people who want it because they also do reflect my income. So I want to show you this. This is this week's paycheck, okay? $82 in retail commission, guys. Come on. Could I live off of that? No. And subscription commissions, $236. Those are my people on BOD getting their subscription renewed. Team bonus. Hi, guys. $3,600. And matching bonus. That's because my coaches are getting cycle bonuses, $290. Who wants to build a team, guys? Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Please don't think I'm bragging, guys. I used to make like $7,000 a week. It's a lot less.
You work hard as shit. You deserve to brag.
It was really.
But I know you're not bragging. You work hard as shit.
It was scary for me because I'm like, dude, I used to make so much more. But here's the thing. I'm still here. I want you guys to see that it's okay to not be at your goal all the time, but you can't give up on this business because it's hard or because other people quit. We can't let other people determine our success, because if we do that, I would be working, helping COVID patients, worrying every freaking day if I'm bringing it home to my family. That would suck to me. I would be probably in quarantine for 2 weeks because all of the nurses out here are sitting by themselves, not even in their home, outside in an RV. That's what a lot of the people are doing, are finding RVs to stay in because they can't go inside to their family. I wouldn't be able to hold my babies. I would be working 12-hour swing shifts. So was sticking through the hard times worth it and being consistent for years? Hell yes. Was staying up 30 minutes earlier or waking up 30 minutes earlier and staying up 30 minutes later worth Me being home right now, 24/7 with my kids, hell yes, I'll take it. So make the little sacrifices, guys. I know it seems like a lot when you're freaking tired, but long-term, that reward is so much more rewarding. That's what I want to talk about. Everyone, sign them up as a discount coach. Here on out, you need to teach your people to sign them up as a discount coach and stop talking about all the extra fees in coaching, because you just have to keep it simple. Keep it simple and sweet. Don't ask them if they want to sign up as a coach, because that scares people away. What's really cool is in your challenge groups, you talk about coaching. In the challenge groups, you talk about the opportunity to help other people. In your challenge groups, you create coaches. You make them a coach because you challenge them and give prizes for your people who are doing their challenge and stepping out of their comfort zone and talking about their progress and tagging you in their post. You're making them become a coach and they don't even know it. They're falling in love with the products and they don't even realize what they're doing. They're learning how to run a challenge group themselves and they don't even realize it because they're just loving the community. So we need to keep leaning into that. Guys, I built my business to Diamond not talking a whole lot about coaching publicly. It was, bless you. Was that a sneeze? Okay, never mind. Bless you anyway. You need blessed. But no, like Moscow Mule. I really worked with my challengers. Those were my coaches. That's how I went really to 5-star within my first year of my full year of my business. Was I ran my challenge groups. I focused on them. They were my everything. And they fell in love with the products. They loved the challenge group because they loved the community. And I always did those challenges with them. And they became a coach. And then they had challengers that fell in love with the community that we all did together. Like, guys, Ashley's doing this with you guys. You simply need to do exactly what she's doing. Do it yourself and teach your team to do the same basic things of sharing your journey, inviting people to join you, connecting with people, and building relationships. This doesn't have to be hard. We don't need a ton of new trainings. We don't need a new system. Yeah, the Success Club system, like, that's newer and they recreated it, but it's easy. Like, it's the basics. And people look at it and they're like, I don't know where to start. Well, let's start at number 1. Be proof the products work. Go do your workout and drink your Shakeology and check it off. That's number 1. What do I do next? What do you do next? It says number 2, 1, then 2. 2, connect, invite, follow up. And you go ahead and you just work your way down. Guys, if you're like, I'll be happy as a Diamond coach, I'm going to say, if you want to stay a Diamond coach the rest of your life, you don't even need to do 20 minutes of initiating connections. Just do 10. But be consistent with it. And you can stay a Diamond coach for a long time. But I know you guys want more than that, because Diamond coach is not going to bring you a 6-figure income. And I know not everyone's here for the income. And that's okay. If you're not, we all have different goals. Is anyone here not here for the income? Are you guys like wanting to make this a business? Like, are you wanting to build? Okay. So do the 20 minutes. Do the 20 minutes, because 20 minutes is not a lifetime. It's not a lifetime. It's like a little bit of the time of our day. And most of us play on TikTok or watch TV or scroll Pinterest or Facebook more than that. So we just need to be consistent, and we need to put on our big girl pants. I need to do that too. And we just need to do the dang thing, because it really will pay off with that consistency. And Amanda already said, Amanda was just talking, Brandon, you weren't on yet when she was talking about it, but she was saying how she's finally like really consistent. This is the most consistent she's been, and she's seeing the results. So like, that shows right there, like, look what happens. Even if you're consistent for a month, the change that will come out of your business. Can you imagine doing that consistently for a full year? Like, dude, your business is going to blow up. I don't know. I don't have a real secret, Ashley.
I don't either. I mean, that's what I do. And like, I will say, like, I have had some like up and down swings where like my first full year, I was not very consistent. Like I would like, okay, I'm going to start a challenge group on May 1st. So like it's April 25th. I probably need to post about that and start inviting to it. And then I would for that week, and I would be like, okay, I got my 6 points, and now I'm going to just let my foot off the gas. And then I would. And then I would be like, okay, oh God, I need to hit Success Club this month. Okay, so it's the end of the month. I'm going to open a new challenge group in June. I'm going to start inviting to it on May 25th. And then I would like hurry up and try to hustle. And then I would let my foot off the gas. And I literally like saw that first year of my business, and I hit Success Club probably 50% of the time, maybe 50% of the time. And I signed up as a coach in September 2014. I don't even know if I hit Success Club maybe once that year. And then that next year I was kind of up and down. And then I remember that December going, what the heck am I doing? Like I am literally wasting my time. I'm wasting my family's time because I'm working, but am I really working? No, not really. And I was like all over the place, again, trying to like create and reinvent all these new things. And I didn't need to do any of that. And this was like, I mean, we're like OG coaches. Like there wasn't like a Beachbody Champions units tab. There wasn't like anything like that like you could just say, hey, new coach, I'm here to help you. Go to the Beachbody Champions and work through all the units. Boom, there's your new coach training. You know, like we would try to recreate all of these different ways to try to train a new coach and have all these elaborate trainings and have all these videos and have this and that and all these other things. And like, for me, it got so overwhelming that I would just shut down. And that December 2015, I was like, nope. Like my very first year, those September to December months that I signed up, I think I made like maybe $300, September, October, November, December. And then that second year, that 2015, I think I made like $3,800. And I was like, cool, like that's enough to pay for Shakeology. Like I could pay for my books for nursing school. I could pay for my first semester. Like I am doing the things, but still not consistent. And then that next year, 2016, I think I hit 10K income for the year. And I was like, that's kind of cool because like, I'm not doing a damn thing. And then more than doubled it next year and then again. And my income is, pales in comparison to Deidre's, but my goals have been to continue to build per year, continue to see my volume grow, continue to see my team grow, continue to see my income grow. And one of my goals was, because my volume has stayed pretty consistently, and I haven't been rank advancing coaches to diamond all the time. Like I don't have a 15-star team. I don't have a 10-star team. I don't have, all of these diamond coaches underneath me, but I'm helping my coaches continue to build their volume and continue to build their income. And that comes through just consistency. But one of my goals for this year was my first quarter to hit 10K income like that. And I did it. And for me, like as an RN, that's more than, if you look at what you're paying in taxes, all the other, what they're taking out for this, that, and the other, I've more than exceeded what I would have been making had I been working outside of the home 40 to 48 hours. And I look at things like that and I'm like, you can't, like, where someone maybe try to justify, like, is your time worth it? Are you blah, blah, blah? No, like you can't get back the things that this business can do for you. And like, for me to be able to be, and I know that that's not everybody's goal, to be able to stay home full time. I know that income isn't everybody's thing. And it's not necessarily for me. I don't need to, thank God my husband has a great job, but I don't need to be the sole provider for our family. However, I know how much stress he's in at work. And if I could cushion that, that was my goal early on. And I've done more than that. And if I could give him a little bit more flexibility, and we had a long conversation earlier this year, and this has brought it even more to the forefront, that if he can retire from his job in 3 years and we can both do this, then that would be amazing. And so now, not only is my foot on the gas, I'm like, all right, like it's freaking on, because he wants this more than he's ever wanted this. And I mean, he's not signing up coaches. He's not doing a damn thing. So somebody's got to do the shit over here. But in order for us to make this work together as a family and to have the freedoms that we both want, then there has to be a level of expectation that's elevated. And I will be the first to tell you that this whole being at home, not having a schedule, trying to corral my kids, super massive anxiety has practically paralyzed me with my activities in this business. And like, I could easily say that I am embarrassed to say that like my lack of invites is just, it's pretty pathetic. But I have still showed up on social media every day. I have still responded to messages in my inbox. I have still been initiating new conversations. I'm not inviting 25 people a day. I would love to say that I am. I'm lucky if I'm hitting 50 a week, 100 a week, but I'm showing up and I'm helping the people that need the help. And I'm talking to my new leads, because you know what, when you're hitting Success Club, you're getting leads. And we saw the numbers on Saturday. 440,000 people in the last month have signed up for Beachbody. And if you've hit Success Club in the last month, you're seeing those numbers filter in. And Beachbody is handing you for free brand new customers. So if that's not a reason to hit Success Club right now, I don't know what is. But these customers are coming in and they need help. And you guys, if you've ever had leads before, you text them, you email them, you can send them a picture of your butt and they're not going to respond to you. But all of a sudden they're like, hey, guess what? You are my coach and I want to be in your group. Tell me what I need to do. Like they're messaging you. They're messaging you on Beachbody. You're getting a weird message through your Beachbody email. What is happening? Where are these people coming from? And they want the help and they want the support. And they're like 18 and they're 75 and they're 52 and they're every age in between, because all these people don't have that community that they had in a gym before. And they're getting it from us. And that's what we do. We show up, we provide that community, we create that group, we have that accountability for somebody else, and we say, look, like, it doesn't have to be rocket science. Like, you do your workouts, check into the group, and like, let's do this together. And that's how, hi, I love you. Good night.
I'm not going to bed
Oh,
yet.
okay. But that's what we do.
I love you.
I love you for our challengers. And that's what we do for our coaches. And my first little bit in this business, and I still struggle with this, I told myself I would never grow a big team because I suck as a leader. I don't know how to lead people. I'm terrible as a leader. I get scared. I back away. I'm sweating right now. I get sweaty thinking about it. I can read all the leadership books and I'm awkward, and it's easier for me to just be like, you're doing great, and then like, okay, bye, than it is for me to be like, get your ass working, like, because that's not the kind of person that I am. Like, me saying that right now is like making me totally uncomfortable. But I know that if I can provide the community for my coaches, if I can provide the, hey, you know what, like, I believe in you, let's do this, let's link arms, and we're going to do it together, and we're going to figure it out together, then we can figure it out together. And I know that I have coaches that are like ready to balls to the wall, and I have coaches that are like, I'm going to do my own thing, and I have coaches everywhere in between. And just to be there for your people when you're signing them up as a coach, when you're signing them up as a challenger, but you're signing them up as a coach because we're signing them up as coaches, not just challengers. And being able to say, you know what, like, as much or as little as you need, I'm going to be here to help you regardless, and I'm going to cheer you on, however that means for you. That's what I'm going to do for you. And that's how you continue to build a business, is you continue to show up and you continue to go, you know what? And I will say this, like, if you are in your back office and you look at your income every week and you track your income every week,
In your
and you
volume.
track your volume every week and you see what that is. And you, like, I have a Google spreadsheet where I track my income and I track my SC points, and then I'm tuned into my volume every week. And I have become, that is one thing that I check every single week, because I need to know exactly where my income is coming from, exactly where my volume is coming from, and can I beat it? And if I can beat it, that was my first month. Can I beat it next month? Can I do better next month? Can I help one more person? Can I show somebody else something that they may need and help them reach that next goal? If you're in your back office and you can like kind of get that mental picture, like, and even if it's like a teeny tiny little slow climb, like mine has been, it still makes a difference, and you're building and you're growing. And it, again, like Deidre said, it doesn't have to be about rank. It doesn't have to be about 3 15-star business centers. It doesn't have to be about, you know, every award on stage and all the things. Those things are great. Not gonna lie. Like, I love the recognition piece. But I know that I'm being consistent. I know that I'm building, like, I'm seeing an upswing in my business because I'm not giving up. I'm not showing up. And if I can help other people show other people that, help other people see those things and see that consistency, then we're doing our jobs. Just like a fitness journey. If you're more consistent than not, you're going to see results.
Amen. I mean, now let's get to work. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So does anyone have any questions? This was kind of like a preacher, teacher kind of call, but like, I don't know. I just feel like people have, and we have overthunk. Overthunk. I've overthunk it. Overthought it.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot better. We've done that so many times in our own business, and we always go back to the basics, and it works. It always has. So I don't know. I hope that you guys can just, we got to keep that why in front of us, because that's what's going to keep us consistent. That's the hardest part, is just staying consistent with doing the basics. I think at the beginning I was trying to imitate. Yeah. And that's a big thing too, is just like trying to mimic what others are doing. And in a way, yes, you want to do that. But if we're trying to be like another coach and our audience knows who we are and they know it's not us, it's not going to work. Like, you guys have to believe that you are going to make a big difference and influence a lot of others just by being yourself, because your audience probably wouldn't like, you know, not saying wouldn't like us, but like, we're not you're not us. So your audience may not relate to you if you're acting like someone else, you know, whereas they know you already. They're already building that trusting relationship with you. They're following you already for a reason. And it's not because you're trying to be someone else, you know? So that is a really good thing that you just said. Like, best tip is be you, be authentic, and be okay being you, because people are going to see through that. And like, we have seen so many coaches, we can look at them and we can say, you're definitely trying to look like someone else. Even your smile, you're trying to be like somebody else. And it's very obvious, and you don't want that for yourself. You want people to like you for you.
And like, leadership leaves clues, like, we know that. So like, yes, by all means, like, things that are consistently working, that are helping coaches succeed, do those things without copying those things.
Right.
Like, keep the same habits, not the same words, not the same posts, not the same, you know, all that stuff. And not, obviously, like, not just you guys on the call, like anybody that's listening to the recording, because we know that there's quite a few in this group that couldn't be on tonight. But yeah, like, I mean, I still like, if you're not continually like trying to find ways to evolve and improve, I don't know what leadership is, because I feel like, and that's a big part of this group. Like, as you're continuing to build your business, like you're rank advancing coaches, like you're starting to lead a team, like you're starting to build. And like, for me, that's, like I said, I got real sweaty. Like, that's where I got real nervous, because I was like, I don't know how to lead people. Well, you know what? You just do the things and teach them how to do the things. And then that's it. And like, I think that's why we have these groups, and why these groups are so necessary, and why, you know, like team message threads, and like why, you know, success partners and all those things are necessary, because it keeps you accountable to your goals, and it keeps you continually working for something bigger. Because I am super quick to like lean out instead of lean in. And this business has taught me that leaning in is far more important. And I have much better success when I am accountable to my own personal struggles and my own shortcomings, and things that, you know, would be much easier for me to just brush under the rug and go, you know what, it's fine. I'm fine. But when I can say, you know what, like, I'm really struggling with this. I really need the accountability. Like this last week in our team message thread, I said, like, I really need this support, guys. Like, I sucked at doing my tracker. Like, keep me accountable to do my tracker this week. And because we all go through shit that's hard, and we all have challenges and struggles. But again, like, this business is a beautiful thing. We see it on Super Saturday. We see the community. We see the support and the encouragement and the ability to do things together. And it's pretty freaking amazing. So we're just really glad to continue to have this group going, and continue to see you guys push, and know that like the belief in yourself is so important. And don't for one second doubt this business and what it can do for you. And
So I don't want to. Oh,
hi.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I just have a question though, because I signed up the 2 new coaches, and then I have another girl that's going to sign up today. I just wanted to see, like, where do you guys feel like it's a good like medium to, like, you know, how do you get them to, you know, feel comfortable? I guess I just don't want to throw too much information their way, so they don't feel, because they're starting their journeys, right? So I want them to be able to focus on what they've signed up for, but I also want them to be able to, you know, start signing people up, if, you know, because they do want to make that extra income. So like, where do you feel is a happy medium to, like, information wise, to be giving them information and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I think, like, we have that little handbook, that team handbook. I think like sending them that, and like their, you know, that welcome email, and then just kind of figuring out, like, you know, what are your initial goals? What can I help you with?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, let's just start by, like, you know, obviously putting yourself out there. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
You know, sharing that like initial, like, how can I help? Because I mean, we all have so many different audiences that we can reach right now individually, that are all looking for a support system, and are all looking for help, and are looking for accountability. So I think just that, putting themselves out there, and then like asking them to kind of like trust you that you're going to help them get it put in place. Because like they're bringing people in that, like, especially if they're like, I'm ready to hit the ground running, I want to start earning income, I want to get to that next level, then, you know, that's where you kind of come in and say, like, all right, well, you've got somebody interested, like, this is, you know, just how I had a conversation with you, this is how you have a conversation with them, like, this is how you sign that person up, like, just how I signed you up with Share a Cart or BB Links or however. And then just that consistency. Like, I have a brand new girl who, same thing, like, she's like, I know what I need to post on social media, but like, I feel like I'm overthinking it. And like, that's exactly right. Don't overthink it. Like, you don't need to do anything different. Like, just continue to be yourself. But now you're you with this like superhuman power to help people with some really amazing resources too. So like, just that, like, just there's nothing, I don't think there's anything crazy that they need to do. Just be themselves and like be able to support other people and be willing to like ask other people too if they need a support system, if they need accountability and all of that. Deidre, do you want to add something?
Mhm.
I would say exactly what you just said.
So if they have the, they're like, well, I haven't lost weight. I haven't, necessarily seen the results from it. They're not going to feel, you know what I'm saying? Like almost like that confidence to be able to say, well, come, unless they're just referring to like, okay, we've seen all these other girls lose weight, or we've seen all these other transformations, as opposed to using themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would they rebuttal that with someone saying a rejection, I would say.
So like me, for example, I didn't come in to lose weight by any means. Like I wanted to
Right.
I wanted to get healthier. So I think, obviously like everybody's journey is different, but I think wherever they are on their journey, they have the ability to say, I want to get healthier. I am making changes to get myself healthier, to help get my family healthier, all of those things. I need accountability. Who wants to be accountable with me? Kind of thing.
Okay.
Are you saying whenever they're first starting coaching that they're afraid to talk about it because they're not at their goal weight yet?
Right. So the two girls that I had signed up, they were like all for being a coach and earning the extra money. But if they ever have that rejection, like how do they rebuttal that with someone? Like, well, what do you mean? Like you just started this,
Yeah, I've never had someone say that. I think that's their own confidence issues if they say that. It's like, for me, I was right in the middle. I was not at my goal weight when I first started. And when I first started, that was what was holding me back from coaching. Was I said, I'm not at my goal weight, but here's what we need to explain to them to keep them inviting and sharing their journey, even though they're not at their goal, is people need to follow them from the very beginning, because that's where they see the transformation. Like that's where they see the changes. If they don't start until they're already changed, people miss that whole transformation. They miss the whole journey. They miss all the progress along the way. That's to me what is life changing. Is I love seeing people coach from the very beginning of their journey, and they have a Measure Up Monday or Transformation Tuesday, and it's just showing their progress. So I think they need to have that confidence knowing that they're going to be more relatable at the beginning of their journey when they're not at their goal yet.
Yeah, Christina, that's where I had my biggest issue, and I still do, is like I've not posted one transformation pic at all. Still haven't. I sent them to Amanda. That was about it. No, and I think I put them on the Team Champions thing, but I have, that's where my like biggest issue is, because I feel at times like I'm like this fraud because I'm doing this every day. I'm working out every day, almost every day, not the past 3 days. And I just started the 2B mindset, and I'm seeing results, and it wasn't even just like body transformation, but like talking to Amanda, like I've had such a transformation from within. And that's what I started to talk about more, is like where I was like, 4 years ago in this really shitty place. And then, I still was in this bad place when I signed up. And now all of a sudden, like, I know I'm where I need to be right now. Like I'm supposed to be here right now. I'm supposed to be on this journey. And sharing that in like my own way right now is almost like therapeutic for me. While I still haven't shared everything, I'm not ready to yet, the time will come. And I think when I start doing that, people will be able to relate to me a lot more than they can relate to me now. I feel like that's definitely what's holding me back.
It's all about
Okay.
getting out of your comfort
And
zone.
this Tuesday, there will be a transformation photo now that we know that you have one.
I do. And I probably even have one now. I can put like 3 there, but I have just always been actually not always, but I'm just uncomfortable with my body, with what it went through the past 4 years with feeding tubes and just a lot of stuff. I have not felt comfortable, but like I know I'm more comfortable because I'll go in the backyard in my sports bra and like a bikini bottom just to like tan my stomach. And I would, and nobody's here except my kids, but I would never have done that like 6 months ago, ever. Like it just would not have happened. And I'm not at my goal weight by any means because I had to gain weight to get my tubes
one
out.
is.
But I just,
There's not a goal weight. You gotta get over that. There's
no,
goal.
no, but I just know what I want to
What
look.
are you eating as you say that?
She was eating
Well,
an
I think the
apple
hardest-
before.
Eating this whole call. What are you talking about? I started off with an apple.
I saw the apple.
Yes, she comes up here.
I can't hear her.
We cannot hear you.
We gotta eat it.
Oh.
You just
Because she's so proud of herself because she made it and she wanted to share with me because I'm her best friend. So I'm eating the freaking popcorn.
Rhiannon, you just gotta hit share, and then after that, it's you're golden.
I
Close
know.
your eyes, girlfriend.
Run away. Like hit
Well,
the
like,
and then run away. You're good.
and
I
I,
just know that your story is gonna touch so many people that I can't touch.
I know,
That
like
Ashley can't touch. That
but I
Deidre can't
posted
touch.
that again today about like, and it wasn't even anything crazy, but I sent Amanda like it was a rude comment from somebody that I knew back from home, and I deleted it right away. But I took a screenshot and sent it to Amanda, and like I still realized like that totally still affected the way that I felt.
Dude,
Like-
screw them.
I know that's what she said, and I deleted it and just.
She
But
probably didn't say screw though. She probably said a different word.
Yeah, I mean, I just was surprised that still bothered me. And then when I realized that, I'm like, I have to get back to my personal development. I think that's like the biggest part because I've gotten out of it since we started quarantining this stuff. So I just started doing it again today and maybe Tuesday, maybe this Tuesday.
Maybe. No, listen. Listen.
It's going to be there. We are holding you to that. Just like I'm holding you guys to like me posting my schedule and doing my tracker and sending my invites.
We're all going to do it. And we're all going
I
to
shared mine and not one person shared their tracker last week. Not one of ya.
I did, but it wasn't good.
I don't have a tracker. I'm terrible.
Well, you're going to have one. You're going to go print it out after this. Rhiannon, I need to say something to you before I forget, and then we're going. Listen to me. Those posts that are the scary ones you're holding back on is going to be the most impactful. You have to do it. You are holding other people back from them starting their journey because of you. Stop it. You get uncomfortable and you put on your big girl pants and you post that thing and you tag us all in it so we can give you love and support you. And who cares what other people say? They're just a bunch of a-holes that have an opinion that doesn't even matter. Who cares? Like they're mad because they're not unhappy with they're unhappy with their own life. And they have somebody, they want to pick on someone. Okay, so they chose you. Who freaking cares what they think? Who cares?
Thank you.
heard it?
I feel better than where I was. I mean, I'm tubeless. I mean,
That's good.
You have to listen to your great grandma, okay?
all right, I will post it. I'll post it. I'll do it.
Oh, I'm putting it on my calendar.
Shannon, alarm,
All right, I'll do
reminder.
it. I'll do
8
it.
a.m. My time. That means you have to get up at 6.
All right. I'm getting up early for tomorrow.
She is getting on a call at 5:30
I
a.m.
will.
every
I'll
day
do
this week.
I'm doing
She
it
told me
tomorrow.
she was getting on at 5:30 every day.
Okay. Yay.
I'm doing it. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Hey, let's get a picture real quick. I have to go.
Christina, do you have a face?
I have a face.
Bye.
Ready? I always do that. My nose is so big when I do that. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Come on, Rhiannon. 3. Oh, wait, should we do a boomerang? Wait, let's do a
Have
boomerang.
you.
We have to. Hold on. Okay. What are we
Oh,
going to
wait,
do?
hold on.
What do we want to do?
We all do the same thing.
We should.
Oh, are we? We're going now. Okay.
Let's do it. Tell me when. Tell me when. Ready? Oh, wait, you can't. Okay, we got it. I got it. Ashley, you're so cute. And you're
Yeah.
She's like, fuck mode.
I need to put my kids to bed.
All
She's
right.
drinking. She's not drank in how many days?
Me?
Ashley.
I drank yesterday.
Oh, I thought you were not drinking this week.
I thought it was 7
You
days.
judging me?
No, you didn't drink on our birthday call. You're like, I'm not drinking this week.
I didn't on that day. I didn't, like, there were like 3 days this week that and then one day I had like 1 glass of wine. And last night I had 1 drink and like half of a Truly.
I'm not judging you. This is my first day not drinking, so
There you
there's no
go. See?
judgment from this
I mean-
this area.
Yeah, we're just,
I mean, by the time you text me Friday night, I didn't even remember what you wrote. And then I saw 419 and I started laughing. I'm like, Ashley's high. What?
I'm not doing that, okay?
I was like, she was messaging me at 9:30 asking for something. I am 3 glasses
Oh,
wine deep. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Oh yeah, for the call. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right, girl, I'm done recording.